Hi, this is Kitty Boitnott of Boitnott Coaching, or Kitty at careermakeover.coachesconsole.com. And one more time, Happy New Year. This is an exciting and suspenseful time, isn't it? I mean, 2016 brought us a lot of surprises in a lot of different ways. 2017 may be one for the books in lots of different ways. And there's no way to predict for sure how things are going to play out. But what I know for sure is that to a great extent, no matter what's going on around us, we have individually the power to decide how we're going to approach this new year. And I ran across that Desmond Tutu quote that I thought was pertinent. He says, "Hope is being able to see that there is light despite the darkness." And that reminded me of a time when I didn't see so much light. And if you're interested in that, you can read the newsletter. I won't rehash it. But the point of all that is that this is the time of year when some people naturally feel a little down, a little depressed, the dark hours, the extra darkness, earlier and earlier in the day. Now I guess we're back on the track that it'll be a little bit lighter, a few minutes longer every day until spring. But this is the kind of year and sometimes the kind of weather that can get you down and make you feel less than hopeful or optimistic about what's going on in your life. And if you happen to be going through a down cycle, I just want to urge you not to go through it alone. When I was going through my own dark period, I was foolish enough to think that I didn't need help and I didn't seek help, and I should have, at least until I found that seminar. Today it would have been a webinar, but back then it was you had to go out of the house to a live seminar. And I was so amazed when I walked in. The topic was how to be happy again, offered by a local psychologist. And imagine, I thought I was the only one in the world who was feeling as glum and sad and, out of sorts as I was feeling when I signed up for the program. I walked into this room at the hospital where the meeting was held, and there were 100 people there. 100 other people feeling the way I had been feeling. It was quite the wake-up call. And then I heard some of the stories of some of the people, what had brought them there, why they were struggling with their own sense of optimism, their own hope. And I realized that on the grand scheme of things, I was in pretty good shape, frankly. So I sort of jolted myself out of it, but not until after 18 months of pretending that everything was fine when it wasn't really fine, and feeling so exhausted at the end of a work day that I would come home and just plop into the bed, unable to move. I was so worn out from pretending. So, all of that is ancient history for me, but for some people it's what's going on. And I want to recognize that and acknowledge it in case you happen to be in that particular boat. Now, I'm not a counselor, so if you need someone who is a qualified psychologist or psychiatrist or counselor of some sort, I urge you to seek the appropriate person out. Having said that, if your sadness, depression, anxiety is coming from a job that no longer serves you, then I may be your person. So reach out to me and let me know how I might be able to help. And we can look for something that will be more appropriate for you and will make you happier in the long run, starting in 2017. Don't put it off. Don't delay thinking things will get better on their own. Maybe they will, but chances are they won't. So it's time to make a change. And what better time to think about making a major change in your life than the beginning of a new year. So, have a great week. Let me know if you have any questions, any thoughts, any comments. I'm always here. I always love to hear from you. And on that note, this is Kitty Boitnott of Boitnott Coaching, or Kitty at careermakeover.coachesconsole.com. I'll be seeing you again next week.